Hey Hunters, Lord here, back with yet another Iceborne video. In today's video, I'm going to be covering endgame greatsword sets to grind for as your final set in Iceborne. These will be complete endgame sets, meaning that the decorations, armors, and weapons will require you to farm a lot of Fatalis, Arch-Tempered Velkhana, and farm lots of endgame decorations like Attack Plus and Challenger Plus decos. If you're looking for a more progressional guide, be sure to check out my guide on armors and weapons throughout World and Iceborne. There will be a link in the top right now, as well as down in the description. In today's video, I've prepared 4 sets for you guys. The first one being a max DPS peak performance set, the second being a punishing draw set, the third being a punishing draw and frostcraft set, and the last one being a more comfort-focused handicraft set. Now, one small preface I want to make before we get into this is that if you don't like the skills I use, or if I don't use skills that you do like, you can 100% feel free to swap some out to fit your preferences. I'm not telling you that you have to play exactly like I do with the skills that I use. This is a guide and these builds are templates, and you can feel free to play around with them and play how you like and use skills that you prefer. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So starting off with the weapon, for all of these sets we will be using the Black Fatalis Blade Greatsword. I've augmented mine for 1 health and 1 attack, but you can of course switch these out for whatever you like. For the max DPS set, we're going to be running 4 pieces of Fatalis armor as well as the Culve Wrath Alpha legs, and the Focus 3 charm. Attack and Agitator 7 are massive damage increases as well as providing some much needed affinity. I personally opted for Divine Blessing 5, but you can change out the protection combination decorations for a different skill if that's what you'd prefer. Just know that if you're going for DPS, this is pretty much ideal as far as attack skills go. As you'll notice, there's a free level 1 slot in the legs, and you can fill that in with whatever you like. So overall, for affinity, the Greatsword comes with negative 30%, however, we don't need the affinity augment as Critical Eye 3 gives us plus 15%, Attack Boost gives us another 5, Max Might is 40, Agitator gives us 20%, and Weakness Exploit is plus 50%. This gives us exactly 100% affinity on tenderized weak spots if the monster is enraged. Now remember, if the monster is unenraged, you can claw slap it 3 times to immediately re-enrage it, allowing you to have nearly infinite uptime on Agitator level 7. Moving on to the second set, which is our Punishing Draw set. Again, we're going to be rocking the Fatalis Greatsword, and once again we'll be using 4 pieces of Fatalis armor, but this time with the Frostfang Barioth Greaves Alpha. This will get us Punishing Draw as a set bonus. Now personally for this, I feel like Slugger 5 is a little overkill, but if you did want it, you could swap it in instead of the Handicraft Plus Jewel. Now this set is a ton of fun as you can draw slash to get KOs, then use your Slinger Burst to immediately combo into a true charge slash. The damage here is still very good and gives you a different kind of playstyle, and is definitely viable for the endgame of Iceborne. Up next is the Frostcraft build, and we're going to be rocking 4 pieces of the Velkhana Gamma armor with the Frostfang Vambraces Alpha. The Beta Vambraces also can work here as they will give you 2 level 4 slots instead of 2 level 2 slots, and as you can see, we do have some free slots here that you could customize to your liking. This set hits really hard on all attacks, but especially on draw attacks, as a full Frostcraft bar gives you a plus 30% damage on your initial hit, leading to some very juicy numbers. Another way to build this is you could use a Safajiva Greatsword with a Velkhana Divinity Awakening, which would allow you to then drop 1 Velkhana Gamma piece of armor for any other piece of your preference. There's a lot of diversity you can add to this build, so just use this as a template and tinker with it to find what you like. Now the final set for today is the Handicraft 5 more comfort style build. Again, 4 pieces of Fatalis armor, this time with the Culve Beta legs. In this set, we lose the peak performance from the initial DPS set, but we gain a ton of extra purple sharpness, as well as good recovery skills and fortify. Again, just like with the other sets, there's lots of room to customize. If you want, you could take it from attack 7 down to attack 4 and slot in some other stuff, or you could drop the Handicraft deco to fit in other skills that you might like, and you're definitely free to do so. Now, Focus 2 is all we have in this set, and that's all you really need. However, level 3 is a nice boost if you wanted to opt for that instead. So yeah, that's all 4 builds, guys. Hopefully one of these caught your eye and gave you some inspiration to farm up your endgame greatsword set. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, as it's a completely free way to support my channel and to make sure this video reaches other hunters. If you're new to the channel, new to Monster Hunter, or if you liked what you saw today, do consider subscribing to the channel for lots more Monster Hunter content just like this. And with all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I wish you all a good day and happy hunting.